to Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. And on today's show, we are going to talk about debt, the 2020 year being over and done with, going into 2021. God, that just sounds so crazy. Do y'all remember when we had that big old Y2K scare and everybody thought that, when we hit from 99 to 2000, that the computers were going to shut down. They was going to go back to 1900 instead of go forward to 2000. Y'all remember that? Hey, Gene, you are number one today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So do y'all remember that back then? That's been 20 years ago. Texas here. Hey, Linda. Who is that? Cynthia? I can't really see that one. But she's saying, hey, how are you? So welcome, everyone. It's just so crazy how time flies. And it seems like just a few years ago that we were going from 99. I remember that like it was yesterday. I was a younger man back then. Let me see, how old was I 20 years ago? Well, that's about 21 years ago. So I was 25, 26, 27 years old. Had my first child, maybe both of them. I don't know. I had my first child when I was 26, second child was 27. So yeah, around that time frame. And I remember that everybody was kind of mad rush to the ATM trying to pull all the money they could. And I guess that was the first time we ever became preppers, huh? Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to talk with you today. Got a little drive time. I wanted to talk with you today because we had a good conversation about debt yesterday. And I'm going to share something with you guys because I'm about to start a new business venture where I'm going to actually be mining Bitcoin. I'm going to buy the Bitcoin machine. I'm going to be mining, and it's going to produce a passive income. For those that don't know what a passive income is, then that means that you do the work one time, or in this case, I'm going to make the investment one time, and then it's going to keep paying over and over and over again. If you are interested in that, make sure you email me, and I'll send you the info on that. As y'all know, I've gotten, I'm not going to say heavy into crypto, but I know what's going on when it comes to crypto. Got to sneeze too. Y'all hold on. Goodness. One more is coming. I just don't know when. Oh, God, those 3 big ones. Y'all excuse me, forgive me. I'm sorry. I know that was loud. But anytime I change temperatures like I did drastically and suddenly, I went from the inside the house, came out here with no jacket on, and I started sneezing like crazy. So forgive me, bless me, thank you. I wonder where Terry is. Hey, I haven't seen Terry in a few days either. I was thinking about her yesterday. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about debt because a lot of us have been taught and trained that debt is terrible. But if you start researching and looking at the history of Robert Kiyosaki, who's a multi-millionaire, he's done it by being in debt. And he teaches to use debt as leverage. So, like the example I gave yesterday, because Full of Hope came in, she was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting a 2-bedroom for $40,000, and I'm gonna rent it. I think that she said she's gonna rent it. I'm like, hey, that sounds great to me. Especially if you can get somebody to give you 40 grand and you put it on terms, because a $40,000 loan is only going to be maybe $150, $200, maybe $300 a month. If you can, sell that thing out every month for $800, let's just say $700. That's $400 to the positive. Y'all see how that works? And then your tenant is paying your mortgage and paying you a profit every month. That's how you get ahead in the world. I used to say in this country, but that's how you get ahead, period. By doing things like that where you have a passive income. And yes, you go out and you still work your 9 to 5, you work your 6 to 8, you work your whatever to whatever, and then you build up some passive income here and there, and then you use debt along the way. So what I'm about to do, I'm going to put a few charges on some credit cards, and I have the money where I can do the investment straight out and then, finance the rest. But why use my money when I can use somebody else's money, especially for the first, few months? And that's why we build credit. We build credit so we can use the bank's money as opposed to using our own money. and I'm not gonna give y'all the real numbers, but let's just say it was $5,000, right? And let's say I took 2 cards and I did $2,500 on each card, and let's just say I had $5,000 in cash. Well, if I did $2,500 on one card, $2,500 on another card, and I have the $5,000 already, and especially if I have an introductory rate of 0 interest APR for the first, I think it's first 12 to 16 months on this new card I got. So I'm definitely going to use that one before I use the other one. Then I think I have another card where I get like 14% or whatever. So I'm gonna put the other half on that card, or I may just charge the whole thing on one card with 0 interest and then just pay that sucker off. But see, anytime I can use the bank's money, I don't have to pay any interest. Guess what? It's not costing me anything. Especially if I got the money already. I already know I can make the monthly payments, and when I set it up, it's going to pay me enough to pay the monthly payments anyway. So what I technically could do, I could go ahead and charge it, get it up and running the first month, go ahead and make that first month payment on it, and then the second month, guess what? It's up and running. It's creating a profit. I can take the profit, pay the loan back, and bam, I got a passive income just like in real estate. So I'm looking at these Bitcoin mining machines as real estate because they work just like it. Now there are some ongoing costs with them, just like with a house. You got to pay for the housing, the electricity, the mining capabilities, blah, blah, blah. You got to do all that. And that's ongoing. That's for the life of the machine. Just like with the taxes for the life of your real estate. Okay? Even if you pay the loan back, you still got to pay taxes for the rest of your life. That's just the way it is. So I've been looking at that thing, and I've been researching this for a while, and you know, I'm in the process of thinking of a name and creating it, because what we're going to do, we're going to create a business around the farm as well. So I'm thinking JNR Farm or JNR Acres Incorporated. You know, stands for Jennifer and Roderick. Or R&J. She likes R&J. R&J sounds a little better, but I like JNR. You know, I like JNR. She likes R&J. Maybe we'll just do RJ JNR. I don't know. Your ads, your channel are crazy. Really? What do they say? Got to go. Have a busy day. We have storms on the way. Okay, well, go take care of your chickens and go bed down. R&J? You like R&J? Do y'all like R&J Acres, or do y'all like R&J Farms? Or R&J Farm? Or R&J Ranch? Or R&J... I like JNR. It just seems to sound a little bit better to me. But R&J sounds too. So R&J Farms, R&J Acres, R&J Chicken Incorporated. Talking about periods. Talking about period. Really? Menstrual cycles? Oh, wow. Hey, you know what? Hey, whoever wants to advertise, we do not discriminate. Look for a home inspection. I already got one. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. So what do you guys think? What you think about the name? Anyway, I'm going to incorporate that with the farm, and then I'm going to incorporate the Bitcoin mining business, R&J Acres. I like that too. That's funny. Menstrual cycles. Okay, hey, whatever works. Thank you for watching the ad. I appreciate that half of a penny you just put into the account. That's awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna get that set up and established this weekend. Then I'll go ahead and make the purchase for the mining equipment next week sometime. And then we are going to do, you know, we're gonna selling eggs, selling chickens, and all that kind of stuff. I just want to incorporate a business around all that. And I was thinking about doing like maybe R&J properties. That would incorporate, you know, everything, but hey, it is what it is, you know. Acres includes more businesses, not just farm business. Okay, I like that. That's good. That's good thinking. So this time next week we'll have a new business called JNR Acres. I mean R&J. Y'all like R&J or do y'all like RJ? RJ Acres. I like RJ. RJ sounds better. It sounds like a real name. RJ Acres, if it's available. Yeah, I don't even know if it's available or not, but we'll see. So y'all let me know what you like. You like R&J Acres, or do y'all like RJ Acres? RJ Acres sounds better to me. Then my son can always be like, yeah, that's my business name, because he's Roderick Jr., of course. R and J. Okay, we got one for R and J. Anybody else? Anybody else want to cast a vote? So anyway, let's get back on topic. All right, debt and 2021. So listen, like I was telling, I can't remember who that was yesterday, but their goal was to get out of debt in 2021. My goal is to get into more debt in 2021. All right. All right. So got one that likes J and R. Oh my goodness, y'all are killing me. All right. So at least we agree on the acres part. At least we agree on that. Tip. So yeah, I'm looking at getting into more debt because I know the more debt I get into, the way I'm using debt, the more income I'm going to be producing. So my goal for 21 is to go ahead and have this one machine up and running, good and bad, that true. And then I want, before the end of the year, I want to have a larger machine producing. In order for me to do that, I'm going to have to really figure out some things. I could do another machine the same level that I'm going to buy, but I really do want the upgrade because it produces a lot more. And the way Bitcoin is working right now, the way crypto is working, as we're mining, it's going to take literally about 10 to 11 months for me to pay off the machine, if I so chose to do so. Or I could take the normal just 36 months and just finance it for the whole entire time and do it that way. Knowing me, I'll probably go ahead and pay it off. Oh Lord, this guy's flying. You are an idiot. Yeah, you gotta watch these drivers. You got to. Now this guy flew up on this side so he can get over and get off on the exit. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing with that. So not all debt is bad. Then now, if you went out and you bought Christmas gifts on credit cards, that's a no-no right there. That is a no-no. If you went out and you paid your rent or your mortgage on credit card and you didn't have the money to pay it that month, yeah, it's not. You need to change some things. First of all, if you're not able to pay your rent or your mortgage on a regular basis, you're probably living above your means. And I got a friend of mine who she has problems paying her rent every single month. And I've tried to talk to her in the past. I'm like, hey, you really need to downsize, Your income is here, your lifestyle is here, and every month you have a shortfall. But I'm not gonna say it's not working, but she hasn't changed her lifestyle yet. And I've talked to her about cutting here, cutting there. She's trimmed all the fat. There's no more fat left to be trimmed out of her budget. She has trimmed it all. And the one thing that kills her is her rent, which is most everybody's problem, right? Where you live, especially in America, where you live is about 50 to 70% of your monthly expenditures. Sad but true. Our living dwelling just went up drastically. Our sales, but hell, we bought a farm. Oh, you just reminded me. Y'all hit the like button for me. Give me some love. So, if you are to a point where you're having to rob people to pay power every month, and trust me, we used to be there. We know what it's like to go borrow from my mother-in-law so we can pay rent. That sucks. We've had to do that several times since we've been together. And we had to cut. And we had to live what we want to do in order for us to make it. It is what it is. So if you're living that lifestyle, I encourage you to stop right now. And even if you gotta sit in the dark and eat beans and weenies to make a change, and make a change right now, because it's only going to get worse for you as you continue down that path. I'm telling you from experience. Not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I knew. Households should be 25 to 30 of income tops. I agree with that. However, for a lot of people, it's 50 to 70%. And you know what? I'm gonna take. And I thought, I mean, the individual is at large at fault. But when going through this house buying procedure, I found out that you can, when you're credit worthy, you can buy a house that's like 50 to 70% of what your monthly income is. Crazy. Now, should you buy something like that? You probably should. You probably shouldn't spend everything that you have. And Lord knows we didn't spend that. We didn't spend 50% of my income. No, we didn't. I think we did keep it. You know what? I think we are right at about 50% though. But we have no debt, you know, except for the bit debt I'm about to create. And you need to start being able to save some money. If you can't save anything in a month's period of time, then you got to make some drastic changes. You should be able to comfortably save 10% of your income. That should be comfortable for you. If you're not able to save a minimum of 10% every month, you got some shortfalls that's gonna cause you some problems later on. I guarantee you. So anyway, I just wanted to come here and talk to you guys about that, because I thought about that after we had that conversation yesterday, and I was like, man, I look at debt. So because I used to be the person, oh, I want to get out of debt, Now I want to get in debt, and I got that from Robert Kiyosaki and from his teachings. And if you guys don't believe me, look him up on YouTube and watch some of his stuff. And watch his story. His story is amazing. When he bought his first property in Hawaii. Say this is not financial advice. Oh yeah, thank you. This is not financial advice. Speak with your financial advisors for all of your financial advice and credit worthiness. And this is your disclaimer. This is my opinion. Thank you. Yeah, this is my opinion, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Someone said that, Gene, you're always looking out. Thank you. This is for entertainment purposes only. Anything you hear or think you learn on this channel is only for entertainment purposes only. That's it. This is the host's opinion and nothing more than that. However it works for me. But yeah, this is just the opinion of the host of this channel. This is not financial advice. Go and pay somebody for that. Wink, wink. If you want financial advice. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, some parts need to be raised. I figured that. All right. So now back to the conversation. Yes, now back to the conversation. So 10%. And experts say give away 10%. I believe in giving it to my account. I truly believe that old saying that charity begins at home, then it's spread abroad. How can you help somebody else if you can't help yourself? That's where I am, But you should be helping in your community. You should be doing some things, giving back some. If not money, then give back some of your time. Give back some talents. Give back, because you got to leave some kind of lasting mark on the universe when you're going. Is that Kansas Terry? Hey, Kansas Terry just got here. If you have a fixed mortgage, then inflation will not bite you. Just FYI. Yeah, but taxes will raise that mortgage for that escrow. But yeah, I agree with that. If you're able to qualify for a home, especially now, because interest rates are like, golly, we wouldn't have been able to get the farm if it wasn't for the interest rates and if it wasn't for the VA. So my time in service has helped. Interest rates right now, I got like 2.55 interest rate. It's crazy. Hey, Kansas Terry, thank you for being here. Yeah, I got a crazy interest rate. And was able to qualify, for more house and not have to spend more money. Yes, try to inflation proof yourself. I am eligible for a VA. Well, then use it. Because now, only thing about it, hopefully you're a disabled vet, because